Market recap for Friday, was it the 10th? Yeah, Friday the 10th of October 2025. Right. So let's start higher time frame, right? Because the dump was insane. But let's start higher time frame. Okay. On what was it? On Friday, right? On Friday, is it Friday market recap or Monday or was it private? I don't know which one. I don't know if it's the private ones or the ones that I leave public, whatever. I said in my own journal, basically, I do not like this low, right? I do not believe this is a low that will hold, right? Just based on like the way that it went up from there, it just didn't make any sense for me, right? Yes, we hit the quarter, but like we didn't hit stuff to the tick. It wasn't like a proper PD array, right? I know there's a fair value gap on the daily, right? Yeah, I can expect this to go up, but like for me to solidify this low as a like a low, right? That we're gonna go up from anyway. And we're also already weak, right? I expected this to actually stay as a what do you call it? Kind of a breakaway gap type of thing, right? Going to it is already bearish, and going to it to this price level just did not make sense, which sets us up for Monday, right? Where I'm saying we keep taking previous daily high, previous daily low, which is indications that we gonna make a prominent swing point, right, for the market, right? That'll stay for us for a bit, right? As you can see here, here, then here, it's taking that low. Technically, it's Mondays, it's Sundays, whatever, right? And then, as you can see, this is just a mess of a week, right? Until Friday, and just goes. Okay, so my initial expectation for this week, honestly, was bearish to at least take this low, right? At least, and then after that, I can gauge if the market is gonna push for these lows, right? Not this one. That's just I didn't think we have that range in us, but I guess we do. But I'm starting to not like the stairs that we're making here, and then I was like, okay, maybe it's time now we actually like do the big dump, right? Because if you notice how the market's been going up, we always do have that big dump, right? And then after the big dump is, do we go back up or have we actually made all-time high? That's the question, right? And for that, for my own personal experience till now, I do not know. So I'm not gonna pick the tops until it's confirmed to us, right? It doesn't just run over all of this somehow. Okay. So now we know what I expected from me right now. I expected. So on Monday it was obvious to go long, and that was not a problem. I took the longs. On Tuesday it was obvious to take the shorts, and I took the shorts. However, on Wednesday, and what I really expected is to have Tuesday high of the week and just keep dumping lower. I did not like jumps at least Wednesday to take this low and see if we're gonna have that expansion to take this low, make relative equal low with this, and then maybe Thursday can just do the full swing and take us lower, right? I thought then we'd make like a relative equal low or something here, and then Friday would come back up, right? I mentioned that I do not. I'm also bearish on this month. Why? Because how fast we went to take that monthly high, right? It didn't. It took no time, right? On on sep like this monthly high, right? For September, on the first day, was it? Yeah, 1st of October, already take it. So since here, I'm already like cautious on the month. I'm expecting the month to actually try seek the other side, right? Which is all the way here. I'm still expecting this for the month. I mean, it could, but we still got like what, nearly 20 days, so I'm expecting that low at least, right? If we don't just hold right now the discount at this range and just dump, but I mean go high. So it doesn't matter. Whatever happens, right? I'll just be able to, like, depend on the information that I got, I'll use. Now that this didn't happen, when, like, here, when we had all the stuff to go down to from, and it was perfect, and we don't, and then we make relative equal lows and go higher. So I lost on this day trying to short, and then on Thursday I took the short. However, it was very weak, and then it just went to discount. So I exited early because I just didn't like how it's moving. And you'll notice that Tuesday done nothing but open, go down, and close. Like it was basically a definition of a stall day, right? Waiting for what, apparently? Friday. So this, to me, even though it's not perfectly how it's explained by ICT, but the logic is there, is a seek and destroy bearish Friday where Monday goes up, Tuesday go down, make relative equal lows, right? And then Wednesday goes up, right? And all the way till like Thursday going up. As you can see, we're close to it, right? And so it doesn't really matter. That's why it's not as perfect. Thursday go up, and you can see that Friday actually goes up to take that high for Thursday in this high, right? So that's why I'm not saying it's perfect, but like the logic of it is all there. You see what I'm saying? The logic of a seek and destroy. Like, look, we'll make this high for Wednesday and then come back Friday and whatever. But regardless, on Friday is where we move. I just didn't expect this because we're in October, right? And I've only like started to notice, or like this stuff for like this year, right? Since especially for August, I remember we done it at least a week or two there. So yeah, I just didn't expect it. The teaching says non-farm payroll thingies, and I guess they probably had this for NFP, but NFP just didn't want to come out again this week or something. I don't know, because government shutdown or whatnot. But I guess Trump stuff, end of the week with the tariffs and stuff. I don't know. This has to be planned. There's no way. There's just no way this was just like coincidence or whatever. Or maybe the market was just stolen and it was gonna take these lows regardless, but not to this extent on this Friday, right? And that news just helped push the whole agenda. You just take them all at once, right? Never know. But regardless, I expected for Friday, for today, my targets were these lows and maybe get to here, right? And you can see we just dumped down. Alright, so let me explain the logic intraday, right? And what did I see? So on the 15-minute time frame, you can see we have all these relative equal, highs without buy side liquidity. Here we have previous daily as well with it and stuff like that. And this had that institutional order flow introduced, so I'm not too worried about it. I'm marking it, but my main target is this balance price range, right? What is that? Low volume imbalance. This thing, right? So I'm looking at. I'm trying to see what price does and how does it behave in it. Why? Because here, let me explain how this market is going to discount. So yes, it's following with logic. However, it's not going to PD arrays where I can say, oh, this low is going to be a type of a protected low type of so until we do something. No, I can't say that to this low. I can't say that to this low. I can't say that to any of these lows. I can't say that to any of this low, whatever. None of these lows, just no PD arrays based on, right? That I can see. Anyway, once we go down, and yes, it can hit stuff, but I'm talking not to the tick or just like slight 2 ticks away or something. Okay, we go up here, and that range to here, we hit the discount here, and then we go up, and then here is the discount again for this range, and then that's London, right? Low. We go up again, and then discount again for New York here. Basically, start New York, we hit the discount. Right, so now when I'm looking at this in the 1 minute time frame, this one looks like a Judah, right? So I'm expecting us, if we're gonna go higher and whatever, and we expect this to act as a Judah, get the symmetrical swing point, and it gets up to here, somewhere right there, right? Slightly. So that aligned with that gap, right? So I told you for shorts, I'm looking at 15-minute time frame, really for PD arrays, and for longs or like continuation of whatever trend, I'm looking at the 4 hour, and that means the four PD arrays, right? So we go up, and now I'm gonna actually put some drawings on the chart. It's gonna be messy because I need to take screenshots, but I just don't mind. Whatever, right? So as you can see, we have buy side, buy side, buy side, right? And most importantly, this PM buy side that we take on the regular trading hours, right? So now that we took buy side on everything, right? I'm expecting, for the love of the game, come on, it's Friday, we gotta go short. We cannot keep these lows intact. Whoever bought from like Tuesday is making money, bro. Right? And they think they're safe, right? Even allow Tuesday, Friday, bro. It's Friday. They're like, yeah, we finding support. We finding support. We finding support. Yes, sir. We going up to the moon. And it didn't make sense to me. That's all I can say. I don't know how to explain it, but it just did not make sense to me. So again, even though I'm being stubborn with the idea, I'm like, all right, I'll let the longs play. I'm not gonna even entertain it. And even like us making the longs, it just looked, I mean, it is a market maker sell model to me, right? I can see the lows, and the second that we made these lows and went up here at 9:30, right? At 9:30, I can see this, regardless of it's gonna go to that low, we at least gonna take these lows out as a market maker sell model. And normally there's just like kind of three stages. I'd say like the first one, the second one, and the third one for my perfect like small market maker sell model, right? These 3 stages done, complete, and perfectly where it stops here, the second stage, when it stops here, and I'm like, okay, perfect. Now we can just go up to that symmetrical point, the 15-minute fair value gap. I do not care about stuff for to the tick or respecting or whatever, right? Because price has been shit, right? And I do not care. I just want to get a good entry. So I go up and I'm like, okay, if it goes down, it might not give me the entry. So I'd actually drop down to 15 and 30-second chart. And what I wanted to do, what I wanted to see is on this 1 minute or 30-second, this gap get closed fully, right? Get closed fully and like make it basically a balanced price range. And that's good enough for me to short. However, while I was watching ES at the same time, notice that it does the exact same thing on the 30-second. I know it wakes up, however, on the 30-second, it does it here with its own little breaker and then displaces through, right? And closes this gap once it used it, right? It used it here. I'm expecting us to go up this place again. However, I mean, I don't expect it, but like if I'm bullish, you know what I'm saying? We'd go and then close it. This was the sign ES gave me. And I was like, alright, that's it. I don't need to wait for NQ. I'm already expecting it. I don't care, but I don't want us to take previous daily high because then that'll be too much for me. He could have done it, but like I don't see the reason. I mean, this is not previous, this is Wednesday. Anyway, I mean, anytime making relative equal highs to me, that's nice, no problem. Now, this same time, NQ goes down, right? Where is it? Is this the same thing? This looks weird. Did I use the 15-second or the 30? I actually don't remember. I think I used the 15. No, I remember this one. I used the 15-second, right? When we go up, we go down, right? 48 here is this candle, one of these candles, or this, whatever, is here. ES actually closed the full gap, And to me, that was enough confirmation. So the second that it went up, and I'm just shorting here in this breaker, in the 1 minute, in this bullish fair value gap, that's an inversion, whatever. Regardless, I shorted here, right? This is my most probable. I expect this to be the high, and if that high gets taken, that's it. I'm done, right? I'm done. And why did I do that? Because I don't know. I've just felt like this market is just being BS. When market becomes BS, normally I don't find my. If I'm going for the safe entry, I find that I don't get it. So I just go for kind of an early entry. And good that I did that, because look at this 1 minute candle. If I was waiting for closures or whatever, look at it. Boom, it's gone, right? So my next entry, and I might have, like, I don't know, my emotions might have got the best of me, and I might just like shorted here, be like, oh shit, I missed it, you know what I'm saying? I'll try short here, and then look at all this drawdown. Not good, is it? So now I'm looking at price action. Once it goes down here, I'm like, okay, what could it possibly go back for, right? So first thing is discount, right? And then PD array is in there for now. What we got the breaker here, and then we'll also have, well, to get a cleaner break, you need to go a bit higher time frame. Regardless, it's there, you know, it's here, and you know, like, we got this inversion fair value gap, right? However, it's pushing it. This line is a 15-minute CE of this wick, basically, right? So, and then we have this bearish, like, we have stacked PD arrays, right? I don't mind allowing all of it. So think of, you can allow for 3 PD arrays. So 1, 2, 3 to fail. So, and 4, stop loss like above this high to be generous, right? Keeping it here. It shouldn't, if it's bearish, it should not go up there, in my personal opinion. Goes up, goes down, goes up, and I'm like, okay, goes down, goes up, goes down, and then I have this inversion fair value gap, the next one. After it offered this, now I'm looking at price to stay below it, below the midpoint, right, to confirm it's bearish. It's doing this, and I'm watching it, and I remember I was talking with my friends or something, and I was like, bro, I'm so bored. I just want the weekend already, and the market is just taking the piss, right? Like, at this point, I'm not even asking for all of this. I'm just asking for this. Just offer me this and let me see, right? And wait, and I'm like, at this point here, when we go down, I'm like, if we go up again, this is getting cringe, right? So I put the stop loss above here, right? It should not go above there, right? It made this high, came down. I was like, okay, it could take these highs if you want, but like, I would really, if it even goes above the midpoint, because these highs are so close to it, it really needs to show me that it needs to go. And then by the time here, I'm like, okay, we're close to the macro, right? Here, we already like used the 950 macro kind of to just do this drop. And then now I'm like, okay, 1050 macro, surely we gotta go, okay? And we do 1050 macro, we smack it down. Actual fair value gap that gets used, bodies below the midpoint to my eyes, right? Bodies below midpoint. Now it's offering, is like, all right, time to show, guys. And then in one candle, it just says kaboom, right? And it happened so fast, bro. And then I hit my maximum profit target that I set for myself on that account. So don't be greedy, right? I could have made so much more. I could have made holy, like, trust me, these were drawn, right? And I said this on my Tuesday recap. I'm gonna leave these liquidities because there's no way we don't get them this week or maximum next week. Now, I literally said that. I was repeating that. I was like, there's no way we get them this week or max next week, and that's why I kept them, right? I didn't draw the ones below because, you know, price was not even close. So, but I have these in, like, I'm looking at them. I'm expecting them to like be targeted with some sort of aggression. But not one day. Not one day, bro. How many points is this? 1,200. Who the hell would expect 1,200 points in one day? I know it ain't me. Like, bro, I mean, hey, market can do whatever it wants, bro. I don't care, bro. As long as I can catch my portion, right? As long as I like my mindset. I like how I didn't even say, oh, I should have like not had my maximum profit to lock me out or whatever, right? What all that BS. I like how I just said, it offered me my TP. It locked me out. Like I locked myself out basically for it. And that's it. Could I held the trade to down here because I'm seeing speed? Yeah. Do I want to? No. Why? Because I noticed when I get confident or whatever, I can get greedy, right? And I've seen the market go to my TP so many times and reverse that now I'm basically in the punish stage, right? Where I have to learn for myself when, right, to take profit. And for now, I'm going to watch all these moves for months and months and months, right? Just evade me. I'm going to go for that low hanging fruit objective that will give me a certain dollar amount, right? I'm looking for a certain dollar amount. Build consistency. I do not care if I was right. I care about getting that low hanging fruit objective until I'm ready to know when, okay, when I got that full self-control. Sometimes I even know I should get out, should take profit. I don't know if to me, until I either fix myself from doing full pulls or switch to actually taking profits at logical PD arrays and pay the trader, I guess. One of them, I'll have to grow into one. And once that is done, that's done, right? And then I'm gonna actually like adapt, change my trading style. But till then, these moves can happen all day, every day, whatever. Do not care. As long as I get whatever my profit target for the week or for the day, my account will automatically lock me out. I have no option. I cannot change it. I mean, I can change it, but I will not change it until months later, until I prove myself months of consistency of getting these boom, boom, low hanging fruit objectives every single day. Well, it doesn't have to be every single day, but like every single week, let's say, right? Once I get to my target, I'm done trading. I can tape read. I can, I don't know, open new eval accounts, right, and just piss around, right? That's what I expect. However, dirty days. Well, Monday was okay. Tuesday again is garbage, but like caught the same thing basically that here on the Friday is similar. Trust me, it's similar, and it's catchable. Wednesday garbage, Thursday garbage, and Friday it's still garbage, but it's catchable, right? Like this whole stall. Bro, I'm telling you, there is no way this stall. Like whoever knows, right? Because they were accumulating like madmen, right? There's just no way. This whole time, right? Come on. There's just no way. Whoever knows, bro. And these motherfuckers, bro, they cooked people today. They cooked people because I don't know, and I don't even know is this actually how the market was supposed to move, or is this manual intervention? Listen, lack of experience. That's all I can say. However, I'm glad I caught it, and I'm glad that I'm getting really good, right? And through time, I'm just gonna get better and better and better, right? Better and better and better, and that's all I'm asking for. To just get better at this. Keep dedicating my time until I reach what I want to reach, right? Anyway, yeah, that's just the market recap. There ain't really too much technical stuff to say because there ain't much technical about it. It's just look at the liquidity. For this week specifically, not the past week. Look at the liquidity and see if market is gonna attempt going for it. If you are wrong, right? This is information for me to my journal, right? That I'm writing my video journals, whatever. I need to watch these. For a week like this, if you're wrong, I'd say once. I won't even say twice. Just end the day. If you're wrong once, just end the day. Because I'm getting to the point where I'm rarely wrong. And if I'm wrong, I know the second trade will always be losing. And that could be another third trade, and then the rage could start. So if I'm wrong, right? For example, let's say I shorted here early. I mean, that's cool because I know, okay, let's say I'm wrong and I'm like, I put the miniest stop loss that I'm like, okay, I could get short, I could get cooked, but like I know the market's manipulated, that I could just do this stuff, right? Impatient. If I can find that, cool. But if I didn't, if like let's say this is my last PDA rate to short, and it is, right? Because I do not want us to short from previous daily high. I mean Wednesday high. And it is, and I can see a setup form in there, cool. However, like here is insane, right? This day was insane for me because here was my short. You can see it plays and then it says no, right? It tells me like not today, buddy. Right? It's not happening. And then I attempt to keep shorting, yeah, rejection block, whatever. Like, no, okay. Just kill the idea in your head and just wrap up and just come the next day. Anyway, that's enough yapping. Peace.